Hey guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Pete's Cookhouse. Today we are going to do something that we uh, have on a regular basis for dinner. Me and my wife, something that we really enjoy, don't we?
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
For
You,
sure.
you know what it is? We're going to be making a open face beef mushroom melt sandwich, um, and with some sweet carrots on the side. So it's something like I said. We have this maybe once every week. It's our go-to thing. We barbecue the patty, and we have some mushrooms and caramelized onions with some gravy on top of all that, and some sweet carrots. So we're gonna boil some carrots like really thin, like julienne style, and we're gonna add a little bit of sweetness to it, and that's gonna be the dinner for tonight. So stay tuned. I'll get everything ready. We're gonna begin. Hey guys. So we are going to start with our. Well, waiting until Jack's finished drinking. We're gonna start with our caramelized onions, just because they are the ones that takes the longest to do. Because you want to do them low and slow. You don't want to burn the onions. And once the caramelized onions are cooked, we're going to throw in our mushrooms, and we're gonna mix that all together. And once all of that is done and we're ready, we have our gravy that we're going to be integrated to all of this. And yeah, that's going to be our topping, our sauce, our caramelized onion mushroom gravy sauce that goes on top of our patty. And we're going to have also some Gruyere, double Gruyere cheese, no, double Brie cheese on top of that. That's going to be yummies. So, first thing, we're going to need salt, pepper, and onion. Sorry, naturally onions. Yes, we're going to need salt and pepper. We're going to be cooking oil, vegetable oil, and some butter. Now the reason is because we don't want our butter to burn. We add it with the oil also, so like that it can low and slow without burning and browning. So we will start by slicing our onions, and you want them thin, but not too thin because you don't want them to, like I say, burn. You just want them to get really soft and a nice brown color. So, and we'll get rid of the center because the center was trying to grow on us here. Well, there's a lot of things going on here in Hamilton this weekend. Right there,
Uh-huh.
not the most pleasant. There's a lot of road closures for events, other road closures for I don't know what. It's just creating total chaos, and one of the major arteries that help the city is closed for the whole weekend from start to finish until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So let's just say that created, they closed that early Friday evening, afternoon, and that caused total chaos up on the upper portion of the mountain in Hamilton, because that's the normal flow of traffic uses the Red Hill, the Parkway, and the city shut it down for annual maintenance. So basically, you run street sweepers on it and clean it all up. I mean, granted, it's very nice of them to do it, but they could have done it overnight and still keep it open, or like, well, shut down once. Anyways, I'm not a politician. I'm just ranting here, just because I was stuck in the traffic on Friday. So you basically punch out all the center. You don't really need the center. You want the rings of the onions, and then we'll get our pan hot, and we're gonna plop this in the pan. So let's get this thing going like that. So once it's hot, we're gonna bring it down. We're just gonna heat up everything like the oil and the butter, and then we're gonna start tossing that in. Then we're gonna bring it down to a very, very low heat, and we're gonna stir it. Keep an eye on it and stir it and move it around, and wait for it to work its magic. Turn nice golden brown, because if you burn it, you're going to be losing all the sweetness. What caramelization does is it releases all the sugar in the onion, which makes it really, really tasty and yummy. It adds that little extra thing to it, extra flavor. Extra thing? Has a little extra. She's not saying a word. She's basically saying you're on your own. All right, so a couple of tablespoons of oil, 1 little teaspoon of butter, and we will let that do its thing. Turn our heat down. Once this is all nice and bubbly, we'll throw our onions in here. Now, make sure this is getting all covered. We're going to put a lid on it too. We're going to let it do its thing. But I always like to season them when this is going on, because the seasoning will eventually infuse the onions instead of seasoning after, where it's only superficial. So, salt and pepper to taste. Like that. And keep an eye on it. We're going to give it a nice stir. I'm sure everything gets covered. We're going to bring our heat down like this. So extremely low, because again, like I said, you don't want to burn this. You just want to make it golden brown. Right. Now we're going to let this thing do its thing. We're going to set it aside, and we're going to take care of the rest, our mushrooms and our carrots. And we're going to get our carrots going after that, because again, the carrots, I'll show you a trick that doesn't take as long to cook carrots, and I find that it adds a little visual goodness to it, visual presentation. Just watch. I'll be right back. Hey guys, all right, so the onions are doing their thing nicely. So like I said, you keep this low and slow, and you will be getting to where you want it to be, nice and caramelized. So what I do, a little trick, is I push it to the side of the pan. Why? Because my heat on this is in the middle, and if I leave it in the middle, that's where they're going to get burnt. So push all my onions to the side like that. They heat up nicely and slowly. So you cut your mushrooms. I normally just keep the mushroom caps, not the stems, and I just thinly cut them. I got about 6 mushroom caps right now, which is probably more than enough, probably even too much. And there's Jack, he's laying down finally. So I'm gonna probably just cut like 3 here. this is going to be enough for both of us. So I'm going to put this aside in here. Like that. Now I know that mushrooms have a tendency of shrinking, and it's fine because it's only me and my wife that are having dinner. We don't need a ton, do we? No. Okay. So now we will be doing our carrots. So I'm just gonna move this aside. This. And I'm just gonna give this a quick clean. That. All right. Let's keep an eye on these guys here. They're coming along nicely. See, they're softening up nicely. So just keep the lid off these guys. Now, carrot. The trick that I was going to say. I'll show you guys. Cut the ends out like this. We're going to clean it up. All right. Now that your carrot is all cleaned up, we'll clean up our area and we'll start making our spaghetti carrot. And I'll explain what I mean by spaghetti carrot. Okay, now, carrot and your peeler. Just peel the carrot, basically. So you're making yourself strands like this, like little spaghettis. And just keep going. Until you have enough for how many people you're serving. So, we normally, between the both of us, one big carrot is enough, really. So you peel this pretty much so you're left with something like this. And then you have your spaghetti carrot like this. I was supposed to receive a spiralizer, and I was going to make like spirals out of the carrots and stuff like that, but it still hasn't come in yet, so I'm still waiting on my Amazon delivery. So we will boil these little guys. So you need your water, and we're going to put our spaghetti carrot in here like that, and we put this on the oven and we boil like that. Meanwhile, keep an eye on your onions, which are getting to be really, really nice. So, see, this is how they're getting. They're getting to be really nice and soft. See that? I'm going to clean up this, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to fire up the barbecue. Don't go away. Hey guys, okay, so our onions are nicely caramelized, nicely brown, as you can probably, I don't know if you can see them, but looking like this, just beautiful. So now we're gonna be what was that? Oh, Jack's had an itch. Okay, so we're gonna be adding our mushrooms to this, like this, and we're gonna let that do its thing. Our carrots behind us are looking like this, nicely done, and we're just gonna let it sit in this hot water while we get done. The barbecue's basically turned on right now. I will be going to cook our beef on there. Just gonna make sure this doesn't burn, so we're gonna keep an eye on this while the barbecue is actually doing its thing. I will get the cheese out and cut the slices because it's really a nice creamy cheese, so I want to give it a chance to get to temperature. So, brie, double cream, good stuff. And we will cut some slices. So, that's what we're going to be using. You can use more if you want, or you can use less, or you can use other cheese if you want. I just find that brie goes really well with this kind of stuff, like mushrooms and stuff. It pairs really well. So, okay, turn the heat down on this because these things are pretty much done. All right, so the brie cheese, cut some slices because we're going to be putting this on our patty. Now, I will be making mine on a piece of bread. Um, you can have it just a patty with the sauce. That's my wife's preference. You can have it on a piece of bread.
I like just one piece of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have it on a bun. It's really, everything's up to you. You can do whatever you want with it. This is just the way we do it, our preferences. You can give it a try. Try it if you want. If you don't, then it's all up to you. It's all good. So we have our brie cut, ready to go. Our mushrooms and onions are done for the most part. So we're just going to let them heat up a bit like that because we are going to be doing our gravy, but only once everything is done. So we're just going to cover this a little bit. Keep this on extremely low heat. I'm going to go and check on the barbecue, get that done. We're going to get the patties on and we're going to get the cheese on. We're going to come back and then we're going to finish it off with our gravy and our carrots. We're going to be adding some butter and some maple syrup to it to make it sweet carrots, and then we eat. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hey guys, all right. So the patties are cooked. The brie cheese double cream is on top and nicely melted. So we're gonna set that aside, let it rest. We're gonna do our gravy, which is very. I mean, like you can do gravy from scratch if you want to, but save yourself the hassle. $1 at the dollar store. A little packet of brown gravy does the trick. Now all you're gonna need is a cup of water and a whisk. So we do this. Put the water in there. So cup of water. Put in here. Put the powder in there too. Bring that to a boil. And it's going to be very easy and simple. Put all the packet in there, all the stuff on the powder.
You okay?
And you start to this.
It's got hairball.
Baby Boo's got hairballs. Okay, so make sure that the powder is all incorporated into the water. We're going to bring that to a boil. While that is coming to a boil, we will take care of our carrots. So our carrots are beyond done. So we are going to strain them like this. So once they are nicely strained, put them back in here, and you'll see how simple this is. Okay, so I will make some room here a little bit. Okay, we will put a little bit of butter. And I mean a little bit. I mean like half a teaspoon here. Put that in there. And our sweetness, which is, I found this at the dollar store, and it's true and real maple syrup. I mean, I was mind blown the fact that they have this, and it's what, $5?
Yep.
This little bottle.
Yep.
And honest to God, this is real maple syrup. So you know what? I think we'll be making an episode in the near future of meals that you can do with dollar store stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have so many stuff there, so much stuff, and they're not. I'm not being sponsored by them. I'm just saying that in this economy that we're living in, okay, we went and did groceries today. We had, you know, those reusable plastic bags. They're not extremely big. I mean, they're maybe like the old plastic bags that we used to have. Those reusable bags. Well, everybody knows what they are. But anyways, they're about the size of, let's say, 3 of those plastic bags, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had a bag and a half of groceries for the both of us, and we do grocery every week, because I make my own lunch every day, and we just like to have fresh stuff. So, anyways, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup in the carrots. So give this a nice little mix. Set it aside. Our gravy's done. Turn this off. Okay, what was I saying about the dollar store? Oh, a bag and a half of grocery, and we went to a big chain grocery, not at Metros and all that kind of stuff, but you know, the more affordable kind of stuff, and it still cost us, what was it, $130-ish.
Yeah.
For $135 for a bag and a half of grocery, and it's nothing major. I mean, like, just normal staple stuff for the week, like bread, you know, the milk, half and half, and all this kind of stuff. Where's the economy going? So that's why I'm kind of like praising Dollarama. I haven't really, Dollar Tree, I haven't gone there for a while, but I know that Dollarama has really upped their game when it comes to groceries. So hats off to them. And now we build. So we have our mushroom onions here, mixture. And what we're going to do is I'm going to add some gravy to this mixture, like this. That, and I'm going to give that a mix in this pan. So do that. Oh, that looks really good. A little bit more, you know, because it's cheap enough gravy. All right, so our gravy mushroom sauce is with onions is done. We'll put this aside like that. Our carrots are done. So now all we are left to do is to plate. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. We are going to use our nice little presentation plate here. Hang on, I need room. So I'm going to move one of the boards if I can. Because these things are hot, I don't want to burn the counter. So like that. Little plate here. We are going to go into our makeshift bread box. We are going to grab ourselves a slice of bread. Put that here, like that. I know we're going to need two, but for now, I'm going to do this. We are going to add our patty to it. Oop, don't go away, you. There, patty to that. We are going to add our nice little sweet carrot. I know it's not a lot, but you know what? You can make more. This is just for the purpose of the show. So do that. And now we add our mushroom gravy and onions. Top it all off like that. That is gorgeous. And that is your open top beef mushroom melt sandwich with sweet carrots. I know there's not a lot of sweet carrots, but you get the idea behind it. So you can make yourself a lot more, or you can make another side, or whatever you prefer. So stay tuned. I'll be right back, and I'm going to clean this up, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, all right. So this is the plate. This is our dinner. It's really easy to make, as you can see. You can make as much as you want, as less as you want, kind of like what we did. Thank you again for joining me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the like button. Hit the notification button if you want to keep in the loop of all the episodes that are coming out. And I will see you next week for another episode. And we're probably going to do the dollar store thing. If not, we'll find something, and it's going to be interesting. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you already have. And I'll see you next week. Enjoy.